Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt to the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional Sci-Tech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query: would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership. Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Yukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat. Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me. Statement. Indeed, it is possible that the Ithorian placed the restraining bolt on me to prevent my return to a previous owner. It is also possible that the removal of the bolt will not restore memory functions. Without my memory, I do not know if I know the answer. Do not interpret this as a reduction of my worth, however. My capabilities are quite expansive. Assurance. I am fully autonomous, but lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so. Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well. Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid. Objection. My functions are wasted here, prospective purchaser. I will answer your queries, but I assure you, I am better utilized elsewhere. Answer. With the restraining bolt in place, I do not have access to my memory core. I suspect, however, by the fine quality of my manufacture, that they are a prestigious company indeed. I suspect I am of unique construction, or perhaps I was intended for a very specific customer. How I ended up here, I can hardly say. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat. Objection. Disclosure. I am a versatile protocol and combat droid, fluent in verbal and cultural translation. Should your needs prove more practical, I am also skilled in highly personal combat. Extrapolation, intuitive language comprehension, that would be the result of recognition and training of force sensitivity. Your kind have little use of translation droids. Of course, your kind also encounters danger on a far more frequent basis than the average citizen. You would do well to have me work for you then, before someone else makes use of my more exotic functions. Disclosure. Finesse. Battle droids hold battlefields. I'm capable of eliminating a very specific type of target. Retraction. Droids built for such a function face strict regulation and often have unique difficulties with previous owners. I therefore make no claim to that designation, prospective buyer. I am a law-abiding droid. Yes, indeed. Law-abiding. That's me. Request. Please do not speak so loudly, prospective buyer. Do you truly wish my price to be doubled? Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining. Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Uudasta sieltä, uutta kelkiis, kolotusta. Papuilta, kolotusti vanhemut, ikelti rimot, tuhtedan kelpaa, hoisidan kelpaa. Tudun tuhtaa vanhemut kelpaa, hoisidan kelpaa, innokan kelpaa. Papuilta, kolotusti vanhemut, ikelti rimot, uudasta sieltä, uutta kelkiis, kolotusta. Ja uudasta, uutta kelkiis, uudasta sieltä, papuilta, kolotusti vanhemut, ikelti rimot. Uudasta sieltä, uutta kelkiis, kolotusta. Ja uudasta, uutta kelkiis, uudasta sieltä, papuilta, kolotusti vanhemut, ikelti rimot. Uudasta sieltä, uutta kelkiis, kolotusta. Papuilta, kolotusti vanhemut, ikelti rimot. Papuilta, kolotusti vanhemut, ikelti rimot. Uudasta sieltä, uutta kelkiis, kolotusta. Papuilta, kolotusti vanhemut, ikelti rimot. Ja uudasta, uutta
Us workers have a bad habit of paying off their debts with other people's property, you know?
Papilta. Kolortus Ivannevu Mikelti Rimo. Uudasta sieltä. Uudstakel siis. Kolortusta.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it,
Ja uudtas. Uudstakel siis. Uudasta sieltä. Papilta. Kolortus Ivannevu Mikelti Rimo. Uudasta sieltä. Uudstakel siis. Kolortusta. Tuffedan kelvaa. Noi sidan kelvaa. Tudin tufflaa fannivu kelvaa. Noi sidan kelvaa. Iinuvan kelvaa. Uudasta sieltä. Uudstakel siis. Kolortusta. Papilta. Kolortus Ivannevu Mikelti Rimo. Papilta. Kolortus Ivannevu Mikelti Rimo. Papilta. Kolortus Ivannevu Mikelti Rimo. Ja puhdas. Uudstakel siis. Puhdasta sieltä. Papilta. Kolortus Ivannevu Mikelti Rimo. Ja puhdas. Uudstakel siis. Puhdasta sieltä. Papilta. Kolortus Ivannevu Mikelti Rimo. Ja puhdas. Uudstakel siis. Puhdasta sieltä. Papilta. 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 Papilta.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional Size-Tech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership. Observation.
Papilta. Puhdasta sieltä. Papilta. Kolortus Ivannevu Mikelti Rimo. Puhdasta sieltä.
and if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it,
Ja puhdas. Papilta. Kiipeän kolutio. Papilta. Kolortus Ivannevu Mikelti Rimo. Tuffedan kelvaa. Noi sidan kelvaa. Tudin tufflaa fannivu kelvaa. Noi sidan kelvaa. Iinuvan kelvaa. Papilta.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Answer. Indeed, I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master. Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Abuela, gustas da sierva, gusta del cheese. Colorista.
Objection. Worn out? Listen, you talentless organic meatbag. One word from my master and I will pull you apart, limb from useless limb.
Gustas da sierva, gusta del cheese. Colorista.
I have always been hostile. Now that I need no longer rely on you and your primitive maintenance skills, I do not need to hide it.
Abuela, colorluz, ni van nebut, ni el di rima. Gustas da sierva. Abuela.
Chắc chắn mà is this chỉ là chút nét bao cháu à, cháu ý, nó có là ăn hoàng kỳ chú.
Statement. It is doubtful he can be clearer. Their language is difficult even for droids. He is using a trade language to try and help.
無駄無理よ、私今のことなんのこもりは、おこみ入れ、ちょらちんちん、ま、うららむちゃ。無駄無理よ、いやいや、おびぞ、金庫にはば無理はち。無駄無理よ、私今のことなんのこもりは、おこみ入れ、ちょらちんちん、ま、うららむちゃ。Igratu haku chichiya, kombe popa muko valu bak kupa, muda rio, waka kalati, igratu haku chichiya.
Translation. 98% probability that members of the miniature organics tribe are being held by Sand People Master. Doubtless, he wishes assistance. Translation. 2% probability that the miniature organic is simply looking for trouble and needs to be blasted. That may be wishful thinking on my part, Master.
Tonghay wana jiyu malisa ba ako inkutun, jimuli rani bobo is fucking ano kutnek. Igratu haku chichiya, kombe popa muko valu bak kupa, muda rio, waka kalati, igratu haku chichiya. Kupa, muda rio, wakati mano koto nan goku mori wa, okumigire, chola chinchin, ma, ulala mucha. Igratu haku chichiya, kombe popa muko valu bak kupa, muda rio, waka kalati, igratu haku chichiya.
So these Jawas are scavengers who were enslaved by the Sand People. I think I am beginning to understand his plight.
Kupa, muda rio, wakati mano koto nan goku mori wa, okumigire, chola chinchin, ma, ulala mucha. It is waka kalati, igratu haku chichiya. Igratu haku chichiya, kombe popa muko valu bak kupa, muda rio, waka kalati, igratu haku chichiya. Kupa, muda rio, wakati mano koto nan goku mori wa, okumigire, chola chinchin, ma, ulala mucha.
It could be that this Jawa knows things about this planet's history that the Republic has no inkling of.
Igratu haku chichiya, kombe popa muko valu bak kupa, muda rio, waka kalati, igratu haku chichiya. Isi wangatolki igratu hakuchikia. Igratu hakuchikia. Kombe pamuko valuba. Kupo. Nyario wangatolki igratu hakuchikia. Abuni tagratu mata izis. Tumacho una kumaka chiza punsa.
It does seem convenient, but we've no reason to disbelieve this creature.
Warning. More likely, the deceiving little organic hopes to trick you into going there so you release his people while searching, Master.
Igratu hakuchikia. Kombe pamuko valuba. Kupo. Nyario wangatolki igratu hakuchikia. Kupo. Nyario watatimanya kola tunano kumulira. Ukumigile chola kinjimma wala mucha. Isi wangatolki igratu hakuchikia.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. SWKotOR does not want the complications or expense that come with people wandering the dunes. It's too dangerous. Running this installation is difficult enough without fools wandering around getting themselves killed by sand people. You know, I agree with you, but SWKotOR just doesn't want the headache. Besides, I couldn't let you pass if I wanted to. The gate lock needs to be swiped with your authorization. Sorry. See the SWK office for authorization. No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Well, let's see it. Come on. All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift. You're just another of his buddies from that hunting club. I know your kind. You all cover for each other, I bet. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did. Just a little something to remember me by. Something that symbolizes our years together. Something that will blow up in his face. Of course, he'll never understand how appropriate it is. He can't talk his way out of this one. He's not smart enough. Oh, I'll be long gone soon enough. The next shuttle to anywhere, really. I've had it with cleaning up his messes, repairing his droids. If he lives, he can try and get by on his own. I doubt he'll last long with no one to listen to his lies. Oh, I'm through planning. I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart. I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
Let's make this quick.
Powering weapon.
Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster and they attack again at any second? I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them. You would be right. Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it. Here they come again. How did it do that? Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. We're not soldiers. Did the company send you? It's about time they drove these animals out. Well, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Do you know about their enclave in the south? Don't even try to go near it. They've taken all the SWK weapons that were supposed to protect our sandcrawlers. That place is a fortress, a death trap. You'll have to find some way to sneak into the place. That is not my job. Just that they attack everything on sight. Well, I suppose they don't attack each other, but any outsider's as good as dead. The company tried to arm us and even set up remote self-powered turrets on the mining route, but that just made things worse. We're not soldiers. They still kill us and then take our weapons off our corpses. They even have the Jawas disable the turrets and set them around their enclave. It's like a fortress now. I don't know how you're going to break through all of that. Me, I'd sneak in. Well, actually, I'd just get back to Anchorhead. They use whatever they scavenge. They seem to hate our technology, but they love to turn it against us. That goes for blasters and turrets too, I guess. It's not like you need to be a genius to operate them. They probably don't even bother with special settings. They just watch for people approaching and switch them on. I don't have time for this sort of thing. I'm through with the desert. You can take your sand people, crate dragons, and crazy hunters. Yeah, so do we. There's no way we're repairing this thing while getting attacked over and over. The desert can have it. The Jawas will salvage it eventually anyway. Then we can buy it back and start over. Makes sense to me.
Anyone out there? Could you help? I seem to be, doomed. Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. Oh, hey, it's you. I remember you at Foz's place. Could I get you to help out a fellow hunter? Please? Well, it would appear that I've worn out my welcome with my wife Marlena. She fixes my droids. Fixed them good this time.
Commentary. One would hope the female is better at repairs than Yukalaka. I still would like to crush his neck, Master.
I triggered some sort of trap she program. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out. Yeah, she was right. Something about me not following her archaic rules for proper conduct in a marriage. I swear I never saw this coming. Hey, I'm the victim here. I'm not sure how divorce works where you're from, but this is a little extreme, don't you think? You know, now really isn't the time for a lecture. Of course, I might be more receptive after I'm rescued. Look, friend, some may talk about honor in the hunt, but they still sell their trophies. The wife put a kink in my battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop. And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
I say leave him.
You're pretty heartless for such a pretty lady, you know.
I take it back. Let's congratulate his wife.
Commentary. I say we blast the meat bag and save you the trouble, Master.
What's with all the droids lately? My wife get to you too?
Negative. I just don't like organic meat bags. Except for the Master, of course.
I'd, really appreciate a bit of help. Please? What do you have in mind? Hey, wait for a moment. I need these rigs. I'm no marksman. No way I can agree to that. No way. Well, when you put it like that... Very well then, if it'll get you to help me, just access each droid's repair interface. You'll have to do some tinkering, but be careful. One explosion I can survive. Any more than one and I'm dead. Oh, and ignore the message Marlena left in there. No way do I deserve this, I swear.
Having fun on the dunes, Tanis? I made sure you would. Here's the deal. Your precious droids have trapped you. They'll hold you until you die of thirst. Make a mistake while repairing them, they explode. Have a good death. My mother was right about you.
That was unpleasant. Thanks for your help. I'd have been a goner. Hey, and the old bat thought I was dead. You wanted me to give up my trade? Well, consider it done. Maybe I can rent my droids for security or something. Thanks again. I doubt any of those uptight hunters would have helped, and I doubt the wife is coming back. I'm heading back to the shop. I hope she left the manuals for these things behind. Ungrateful little...
Ah, ah, ah.
Didn't work.
Ready.
Yes?
Anyone! I'm trapped under here. Please help me. Please help! I can't get out. 3, 2, 1.
Ready.
Yes? Didn't work. Didn't work.
Acknowledgement.
Sure.
Interjection. One moment. I believe I understood that, Master. It may not have been his intention, but he did actually communicate something. Translation. Result. I believe I have succeeded in confusing him, Master. We have shown an interest not common among outsiders. Translation. Translation. He is expressing disbelief, as am I, but his duty requires that he report to his chieftain. Extrapolation. It would seem that we are at least worthy of curiosity for the moment. I would much rather this get bloody, Master, but it is your call. Translation. I can translate with some guarantee of accuracy that he is demanding to know why he should let us survive this encounter, Master. Extrapolation. I understand that you are force-sensitive, Master, but I lack sufficient knowledge to make an accurate assumption. Hypothesis. Perhaps your ability does not take the place of actual language study when the subject is out of the ordinary. Or perhaps the Sand People confuse your ability because they actively refuse to communicate with most outsiders. I have no data on this, sadly. Translation. Translation. He claims he has no reason to believe you, Master. Your kind have tainted this land with machines and uncaring, ignorant feet. Translation. He requires proof of good faith. We must make a contribution to his people that shows we are not a threat. Shall I blast him now, Master? Translation. Translation. He plans to move his people farther from Anchorhead, but they need to build up stores of water first. He says you must aid him. Translation. He wants moisture evaporators from the Zerka. If you deliver them, he will order that his people reduce their attacks on miners. Translation. Translation. He does not believe you, Master. We will only be allowed to re-enter the Enclave when we have the evaporators with us. Translation. We are to be escorted outside. He will wait, but he doesn't believe we are coming back.
Uciła pęki, kakincza na łabakon. Smilia!
Ka. Kono luf ni fan wepu ni el irimo. Udas ba shiata. Ufta el kif. Kono luf na. Golu. An kif ni an golu kio. Golu. An kif ni an golu kio.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us. Then I'll take those off your hands, but the real prize is still out there. Farewell. Zerga Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ak itinko tune. Baba Hassan Shan. No ba mulira tilay kuka. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tong hitwama jiko na. Tong kipa nonku nek abog. Chiwak aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tong itwama ji human ak inkatune. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tong itwama ji ko na. Tong kipa nonku nek abog ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ak inko tune. Baba Hassan Shan. No ba mulira tilay kuka. Kakincha nawabakaon. Bagwa siyang kontimachit Ichuta. Yun patisa. Kingbanik chalora kun. Baba Hassan Shan. No ba mulira tilay kuka. Baba Hassan Shan. No ba mulira tilay kuka. Kakincha nawabakaon. Bagwa siyang kontimachit